Hello everyone, welcome to the talk show of Angliss SLIIT. Today I have a virtual tour of our alumni. They're joining from Oman and Australia. This is a very significant episode for all of us. Uh, all this time we had alumni in person, but this is the first time that we are getting our alumni through a Zoom technology. Ahad Al-Jabri, she is our second most outstanding graduate of Angliss SLIIT. Now she's from Oman. She's presently the operations manager of Mishan Global, and also she's the owner of Ahad Gourmet. We are very proud to have you, Ahad. So you are a precious gift that we ever had in the campus. Ahad had a record in the campus. Ahad is the person who got the most outstanding graduate in 2014. Now second graduation, she had all A's. That's still a record. Nobody could break it.
62.
64. I'm just
62, 64.
Yeah, 64 A's. 64 A's. Yeah. So my other guest is Minaka Gunasekara. She was like another sister to me and a friend to me. Now she's the guest service manager at Sheraton Melbourne Hotel in Melbourne, right? So Menaka is the one who started events to the campus. She is the one who brought Aurudu celebration to the campus, and now people are continuing your legacy, Menaka, in the campus, right? Now we have a separate event. Yeah, we have a separate event management team.
Oh, that's nice.
We have a separate event management team, and we have separate event management stream. Right. So my other guest is Mr. Julian Dharmasena. He is also a notable alumni of Angliss SLIIT. He is the industry coordinator at Angliss SLIIT. So these three are our jewels, right? We protect them like very precious gift that we have received. So we are going to talk about their journey, their experience, and how they really see about school. So let me start from Ahad. Ahad, we would like to hear your story back in the day, Angliss SLIIT, or in your terms, it's Colombo Academy of Hospitality Management.
First of all, I didn't expect that I will be selected for this scholarship because my background is education. I'm a special needs education or special education teacher.
Okay.
So after graduation, I saw the advertisement for this scholarship for hospitality management to be in Sri Lanka, and I applied because I would like to join my family business, which is catering, which is hospitality and these things. So just I applied and I got accepted, and I got 2 or 3 interviews also. And I didn't think I would be picked up because mostly it was for Renaissance stuff. Yes. Then I passed the interview and I was really proud that I have passed, and I only the one who's outside of the Renaissance group. Then we traveled to Sri Lanka first day and William Angliss. It was like something excited to start it.
You are from the second batch, no? Second batch of hospitality.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. For me, it was like a new experience, a new atmosphere, a new culture I'm joining. I have heard a lot of Sri Lanka, but I never visited before. So I started that day with the group. We have an orientation. We went around the campus. And first day finished, first week finished, and we met a lot of friends there. We start our journey with studying, with exams, with events. Then we have also funny time, which we went to different trips in Sri Lanka. I think I have covered mostly 99 places of Sri Lanka. I offered a lot of people that I can be your tour guide if you.
It's proud to hear from you. Yeah.
Yes, because I have went to everywhere until Trincomalee.
Okay.
Trincomalee, right?
Trincomalee, yeah,
yes.
Correct.
Yes. I visited a lot of places. why I visited a lot of places just to see more culture about you guys, what you are doing in each place. We have visited a lot of hotels also, 3-star hotels, 4-star hotels, 5-star hotels, just to have an ideas how the culture is there, just to bring this experience to my country, to our business also. Then I have really enjoyed when we prepared events, how we prepared the events, all this experience, I bring it back with me. Seriously, I bring it back with me. And also the curriculums we have covered, I have learned a lot of things. Like, because I have like 8 people working under me. So diversity, how to manage the staff, how to control staff, how to like train the staff.
No, because you all were the first batch. We also experienced a lot of foreign students, right? We had 14 Omani students and our local students. So this is where we actually experimented diversity and cultural sensitivity and stuff.
Yes, actually, because my staff is not Omanis. They are from Nepal, they are from Philippines, they are Pakistani. We have different nationalities actually. So to manage these people, it's a bit difficult, but just sometimes, seriously, I went through the books, the curriculums, what I brought from William Angliss, and I study. I said, I have to go back to some of the chapters just to recall some of the points. Sometimes I do also presentation for them, how to work in the workplace, like food hygiene, safety. So I really got a benefit. Seriously, I cannot say that I didn't get a benefit. Seriously, 100%. I got benefit from this scholarship. I have learned a lot. Everything what I have learned, I have put it in a real life. You can ask my sisters also, because they come back to me. Okay, how can we do this? Then I got back to the curriculum. What I have studied, what I have to. Yes, exactly. And also I go back to some of the recipes we have learned, just to like create new menus. I go back to the recipes, we try it again, and we do some changes, which is applicable to our country.
We'll hear Menaka's experience also, Menaka. So how did you feel in the campus back in the day? You went to Australia, you completed Australia, William Angliss Australia as well, right? So you are a full graduate. Sri Lanka and Australia both. So why don't you explain your experience in both countries?
Yeah, sure. So when I first started at William Angliss at SLIIT, I was quite nervous because I had I was not straight after school. I had worked a little before, but then it was different going to uni, because then you feel like you're more in the real world kind of thing. But yeah, it was good. I really liked the facilities a lot in Colombo and in Malabar. It was good. I enjoyed, made a lot of friends, and first time being in a classroom with boys, which was really tough because they.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt the conversation, because you had the mantle to control everyone in the classroom back in.
Yes, because I have 2 older brothers, so for me, I'm very comfortable with boys. But so it was really tough though, because they just kept talking, so you have to, anyway, tell them to be quiet. But
your good friend Kavindra Madhavala.
Oh yeah. But I really liked the fact that everything was very hands-on, the things that we learned. And I like the fact that a lot of our lecturers, like yourself, everything that all of you are from the industry itself and not like outside. So you can always relate your experience to what we study, which is really important in my opinion, because then, because now I realize it, like when I deal with a situation with a difficult customer or something, how to deal with customers and colleagues.
You're putting the exact gestures also, huh?
How to deal with colleagues and customers. I keep thinking, I'm like, okay, like go through the steps of what you learned, and then so that's something. So like the lecturers made a big difference for me at William Angliss. Like it was really good because these are people that I still respect, very much. So, and I still keep in contact with. So because of that, I feel like that was something that we were very lucky to have, is really good lecturers. And also the other thing was also the fact that we had the Australian teachers come and teach us like coffee, and like Deb came, and I mean I'm still friends with Deb. I visit her all the time. Like we're really still really very close. And Dee as well, I keep in contact with her sometimes as well. So it's nice that this journey has led me to come to this country, which is really important. And I started at actually my first job in Australia was not in Melbourne. So part of the 4-year degree, so like it's 2 years in Sri Lanka and then it's 2.5 years here. So part of that 2.5 years, you have to work 1 year. So it's like a 1 year full work experience. And for that, I moved to basically the middle of nowhere in Australia. So I moved to a very regional part called Port Douglas. And you can Google it. It's the most beautiful place ever, and it's in far north Queensland. So it's towards the northeast part of Australia, and it's where the Great Barrier Reef is. So it's really, really beautiful and everything. So I worked there for 1 whole year at the Sheraton there as a guest services agent. So that was how my career in Australia started.
Abeynayaka, just explain about your graduation in Colombo and also your experience in Melbourne campus.
So in so that's another thing that I really enjoyed in uni in Sri Lanka, was also, like Ahad said, the events, because again those kind of things are very, very hands-on kind of things where we were given the freedom to do it however we wanted. I remember Mr. Kasun used to be like, okay Menaka, you have to wear rosary and come. That was the only one. Like I own like 5 or so now. Like my mom actually shipped one to me here because I had to wear it for something else, and I was thinking about that. So it was really good. Like graduation was really good in Sri Lanka, because we had I think the head of William Angliss in Australia. He came over. And it was a very good ceremony. Like everyone had a good time, and it was really good. And then even when I came back and graduated here, that graduation ceremony was really nice as well. A lot of our colleagues who were, not colleagues, but my friends who were in Melbourne, in Sri Lanka, graduated me in Melbourne as well. They were a bit younger than me, but then we all graduated together and we all became really good friends. Like even in William Angliss in Melbourne, there's so many Sri Lankans. Like it's crazy. So, like my class literally, so if there were 20 people in my class in Melbourne, 16 of them were Sri Lankan. So there's a lot in Melbourne.
My God, it's half of not more than half in Sri Lanka. 90% is Sri Lankan, is it?
Yeah. When you walk into William Angliss in Melbourne, you'll run into like 5 Sri Lankans that you know. There's so many. Yeah, but it's good. It's good. You never feel lonely or anything. There's always Sri Lankans. So
Menaka, I'll come to you about the events, because Menaka is very special to Institute, because she is the one who started events to the industry into the institute, right? So I'll come back to you with that. Hold on for a while. I'll go to Julian. Julian, hi.
Hello.
Julian, so your story is also very impressive. We have to hear your story too. Just explain
Thank you so much. Firstly, let me just clarify by saying my story is a little bit more recent. I graduated in 2019. I finished my campus experience in 2018. And while I was in campus, we used to hear stories of, Menaka and Ahad back in the day. Even though they weren't around at the time, they inspired us a lot. All right. I remember walking into the office and seeing Ahad's picture on the posters. And I
Still
was
there.
holding...
That is
Yes,
still
it's
there.
there.
That
It's still there. Yes.
That is actually in front of my table. My table, that's there.
Yes, and I remember, bringing projects and all that. We used to see her on the poster with the most outstanding award, and we were like, that's where we want to be as well. We want to get there. So both of these alumni have inspired me, and in my campus experience, I want to just thank them really quickly. And so in terms of my experience, it is a little bit recent. I started working in Best Western as a bartender, both in sales and behind operations. So it was a unique experience at the time. Then I completed 6 months there, and I decided to move on to better opportunities when, unfortunately, the Easter attacks happened. And that set back a lot of different people, without careers, without, everything just shut down for a little while. And it was a testimony to our lecturers, because it was actually thanks to a lecturer that I was given the opportunity to come on board at William Angliss. And it was their guidance, actually, even after graduating, that helped me through some very difficult times, because to help me work at the time, I was hired by Be Connected to handle the Big Bad Wolf book sale. And that was a really great experience, working on a different industry using hospitality. And because of my knowledge, they made me a floor manager there. So that was an incredible experience. And then I was given the opportunity to come to William Angliss to work as the industry and academic assistant. And that gave me an even bigger opportunity to meet with some of the people who are pioneers and innovators in the hospitality industry in Sri Lanka. And my job basically is to provide opportunities for students so that they have a connection with the industry as well as the institute, because I'm very proud to say that the institute has become much stronger with the industry. The connection is a lot stronger. So even though Sri Lanka has experienced the Easter attacks on top of COVID, things are going really well in terms of industry engagements. And that is a testimony to the persistence of the staff and the hospitality which they have trained in me back in the days of old. So, yeah.
Basically, Julian is working as a team member of my group. And Julian, your experience as a staff member and a student, how do you differentiate these two?
It was weird. At first, it was really weird. I will be honest, because I used to call you Kasun sir, or Sir Kasun. I always just said sir. And I remember coming to work, and it's so weird because these are the lecturers you look up to as teachers and and I still do. But all of a sudden, everyone is like, "Don't call me sir. Be cool, be casual. Call me by my name. You especially. You're like, stop calling me sir. I am Kasun. You and me, we're equal."
Yeah, because I see. It's very weird. Menaka and Ahad also sending emails calling sir, but I don't want to say no to it, but I was just accepting it. But
yeah.
So
sorry about that. My light goes off if there's no one. It's a sensor, so if there's nobody, the light goes off.
That's okay. That's
Sorry.
okay. So this is a live recording anyway. See, I'll go to Ahad. Ahad, you mentioned very important point in your previous discussion. You said you learned so many things from Sri Lanka campus, right? So you still refer your books and you get a lot of exposure to that. Yes. How do you see, now you're an entrepreneur because you are different to other calibers, right? So you have your own business, right? Your family business and your own business. As an entrepreneur, how do you see your qualification? How do you see your qualification?
I'm really proud of my qualification actually, because I can see how I'm using my background my qualification in a really, really right way. For example, everything I have learned, now I'm doing kids cooking class, which is by Zoom or in class. So I prepare for them like slides, leaflets, everything I have studied, I implement in these presentations. Because usually before I start my class, I give them like a brief. What is hospitality? How do you do the service? Even if they are kids. So these briefs, I take it from what I have studied. I refer also to my books. So really this qualification build my knowledge, build my career, and also I'm giving to other people, which is the kids, the other adults who just graduated from their high school.
So Julian, I'll have to mention that in 2014, their class was the first class that I had to go to, right? So I just went to the institute. This was the first batch that was given to me, and I see a lot of foreigners in the class, and also people like Menaka in the classroom. And I was honestly, I was a little frightened, and I put myself back. That was very first day. My God! So that was very first day. You know, when I went to the institute, and I was a little frightened. Oh my God! These people will kill me in their knowledge. And I still enjoyed their knowledge, what they brought into the classroom, what they brought into the group discussion presentation. I loved it. Oh my God! I can't explain it. You know, as if I felt I was in the master class, or I was in the PhD level. That much of research they brought into the classroom, and
actually. Mr. Abeynayaka, let me just throw my hat in there. You know, when because all that really paid off when you were the very first lecturer which my batch had when we did our lectures, and you gave the most amazing introduction of hospitality I've ever heard to this day. And because you said the hospitality is more than just service, it's more than just working in a hotel. It's about creating memories, and that is priceless. And I still remember that. So clearly, the knowledge that was imparted or shared has really worked, because to this day I can still remember that.
So coming to your batch, I am a bit of matured, and I'm seasoned in teaching. Right, when I went to their batch, I was clueless. Right, I don't think I have made the same statement there. Right, so I mean they brought the discussion, they brought the topics to the classroom. I was teaching them front office operations, right? Especially Menaka's class and Ahad's class. The reservation class, I thoroughly enjoyed what Ahad brought certain examples, the overbookings, and she was talking about how the overbookings were handled and rate parity. Those discussions are priceless. I hope you can remember those, Ahad.
Maybe. Not much, but maybe, yes. So, actually, from my side, I wished, and it was my dream, to be in other classes, like in Menaka class, because all my class, it's all Omanis. Yeah. So I said, I would love to mingle with others.
No, you all had few Sri Lankan.
Few, but mostly our group, which is from my country. So I wished and I dreamed to be a part of other classes, because I really would like to have that background and that culture to engage with these people. I didn't have that much chance, but it was like a part of my dreams.
So, Menaka, I stopped your presentation, your speech previously about your events, right? Because you did a remarkable shift to the campus, right? You brought these events. I openly say I have told people, or even I have discussed it, Julian, also, that you brought event. She's the one who was going after us. Let's do this event. We want to do our Urdu celebrations. We want to do something different, you know. So that was in 2014. That was the very first our Urdu celebration. In the institute, we never had events before. That was the very first event that entire institute participated. that was superb event, right? It was very colorful and people are wearing sarongs and it was very, very colorful event. So why don't you bring your memories here?
First of all, thank you, Mr. Kasun. I didn't realize it was such a big thing. For me, it was, from the time I was very young, even when I was in school, my friends used to always put me in charge of having like a party or organizing something, because that's something I genuinely love to do, is, organizing things. But yeah, when I was given the opportunity, I actually wanted to study event management when I was younger. That's when I first joined uni in Malabar. I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll do like event management. So that's something that I really liked, and I was really lucky enough to be given the opportunity to be able to assist with that when I was studying at in Malabar. So that was I was very lucky that way. And I remember I'm sure Ahad must be remembering, we had an Omani night or something.
Yes.
We had a Omani night. We had a Omani night.
Yes, National Day, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it was a national day, and we did an Omani night as well.
Yes. And the Omani ambassador came as a chief guest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also had a masquerade. I think that was the batch though. And then we
you had masquerade. Then you have Halloween party.
And the mock wedding.
Mock wedding. Yes, you all did a mock wedding.
Yes, mock wedding. I attended that one.
Yeah. That was really. No, I think it wasn't a masquerade. It was a Halloween party. You're right.
It was Halloween party. Yeah.
Yeah. So that, for me, I feel like uni is something that, you need to study and you need to learn and educate yourself, because that's why you're there. But having these kind of events, I believe it brings it brings everyone a lot closer. There's a sense of unity and being able to organize these things together, because lecturers shouldn't be just someone who puts information into your head. They should be someone that you can work alongside, and so that you're able to learn from them, they can learn from you. And that's a good part about being in a hospitality school, because in other universities it's just studies. You never hear of people just having a party or just throwing a party or something. You never hear of that, because they predominantly only think of education. Whereas in a uni like ours, we were so lucky that I think every 3 months we had something. Which
is every 3 months. Yeah, every 3 months.
Yes.
No, before the Easter attack and before the COVID, we had events for 1,500 people in the car. In the car park, it's fully packed with people for events only, right? Yeah. So your little out of the event impacted us in a longer way. You see, right?
Oh yeah, it's a running tradition. It's a running tradition in the campus.
It's running tradition, right?
So much fun.
Oh, yeah. And the wedding. To this day, we always speak, the wedding. Oh yeah, that the event.
Yeah.
Mr. Kasun used to use it as an example for classes. We're like, what? You all had a wedding for an event?
Yeah.
Our minds are blown,
So those are all we have all. When you come to the campus, you can see all pictures are there, right? So those memories are there. But why I invite you all, please come to campus and bring your memories, so that we are not detached from in physical terms as well. We are not detached actually. You have to come to campus. We'll see what we can do if things are better.
Yeah.
Yes.
So going to Julian. Now I'm bringing this discussion to a very important point, because you handled the industry. You talked about the impression towards the school, right? What people are talking about. But I want to ask from you, what do you really see? How our brand ambassadors will perform in the industry? Because you are a brand ambassador. You are a student ambassador in your graduation, right? So what do you think? What do you think in this?
Yeah. So we have done rounds in the industry. We've gone through all the Colombo hotels. We've gone to Kandy, Novarelia, and we have received some incredible feedback from hoteliers, because it is, in the end of the day, what you said is very much true, that the students will become the brand ambassadors once they graduate and leave, and when they start officially working. And so far, we've had a great track record with students who have decided to stay and work and grow in the Sri Lankan hospitality industry. And they've become pioneers in their own way, learning their own unique styles. Some of them even go to different industries, hospitality influenced industries, shall we say, that connect alongside hospitality. And they make innovations in their own ways. So in a lot of different ways, the industry has recognized that, and it has even recognized the efforts of the institute for continuing new trends, new teaching techniques, especially during times like this, where we have a COVID pandemic affecting our students, the way we teach and deliver. So just like you said about events and how it's a tradition, that tradition is still carried on today with COVID and pandemic as an issue. We had a New Year celebration after 2 years, and it was incredible.
After about 2 years, yes.
Exactly, and we had industry specialists who saw that and who are inspired by that to try in their own different ways hybrid models for virtual events, physical events. So, in many ways, the industry has seen these innovations and these, the drive, the persistence to always try more, try new things. And yeah, we received a good record from the industry as of now. So yeah.
Okay, thanks, Julian. So I wanted to conclude our discussion because now time also has come to an end. So I wanted to conclude discussion. I want your message to the public and to your fellow colleagues who are in the campus now. I want your message. I'll start from Ahad. What is your message to your friends and colleagues and new students or whoever?
Actually, my message to them, if you like something, like you would like to try something new, you like to come up with the new ideas, just go in hospitality field, industry, and you will learn a lot. Because every day you will learn something new. Every day you will create something new, which people really love it. And when people love it, you will feel comfortable.
Okay, very interesting. So, Menaka, what is your message?
I think my message would be, if, like Ahad said, don't think of hospitality as just working in a hotel. Yes, that's what I do, but it's a lot more than that. Like when I look at all these things that are happening in Sri Lanka, like on Instagram or whatever it is, people starting their own businesses and stuff like that, it's important because hospitality is not just about working in a hotel. There's all these other avenues that you can branch out into. So because of that, take this opportunity that you've been given. This university is really good. It'll teach you so much. Like I'm here working in a 5-star hotel as a manager, and I wouldn't be there if not for uni. If not for that, I don't think I would ever be here. So because of that, take this opportunity with both hands and make the most use of it. I know it's tough listening to teachers talk all the time and all of that, but you will learn from it. That's going to happen. You will learn from it. Setting a table, you might think it's annoying, or this is taking so long, but that's still things that we do all day. The thing is, with hospitality, the good thing is, how in school you think of all these things you learned, like chemistry, physics, all of that, like maths, all these formulas and stuff, you barely ever use them like now in real life, right? But in hospitality, what you learn, you will use it in your industry. Like it's something guaranteed, you will use it. Like that's all I have to say. It's just, it'll be tough while you're studying, but it's worth it. That's it. That's all I have.
Thank you, Menaka. Julian, your message?
Yes. Persistence and perseverance, two very, very important attributes. You will encounter a lot of difficulties in your journey. Some might be expected, some might not be expected at all. But if you have the drive and if you're willing to push yourself, and even a little push, because your lecturers will always support you. They will always try their best to bring you up to the standard, and all you need to do is persist and persevere, because in the end you will make it. You will reach the end of that tunnel, and aim for the stars.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have come to the end of our talk show. You can visit our YouTube channel. There are numerous discussions that we have done over a year now, right? We have done numerous discussions on numerous topics. You can get so much of information from our YouTube, also our Facebook page. Don't forget, we started our virtual radio. That's again for you. You can get so much of information, so much of insights of the industry, so much of insights of career guidance and the career path. You can always listen to our virtual radio also. And do not forget to subscribe and put the bell marking. Thank you very much for listening and watching us. Look forward to seeing with another group of people who excelled in the world. Right? It was very privileged to have Ahad from Oman and Menaka from Australia, Julian from Sri Lanka. So actually, it's a tremendous opportunity for all of us to meet, at least virtually, from different parts of the world. Thank you, Ahad. Thank you, Menaka.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Julian.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very
See you all
much.
soon. See you all
See
soon.
you. Thank you.
See you.
Stay safe.